Each identity technology entails an ethics. What it means to be true to oneself is historically, culturally, and socially contingent. If you grew up in the age of authenticity, chances are you measure yourself and others with a standard of authenticity. You want yourself and others to be original, autonomous, independent, and so forth. Along with the demand to be true to oneself comes a lingering suspicion of falsehood. Am I, or is someone else, really authentic? This is the existential fear in the age of authenticity. Just as am I or is someone else really sincere is the existential fear of sincerity. This fear is expressed early on in the Analects of Confucius. A good Confucian questions himself constantly. Have I been loyal, faithful, and devoted to others or not? The German word Verbindlichkeit expresses the ethos of sincerity well. It indicates both boundedness, being existentially bound to others, and bindingness, accepting these bounds as ethically binding. The existential sincerity question is, are you sincerely committed to your roles in how you act and feel? Are you a good mother, a good soldier, a good Catholic? Are you truly verbindlich, bindingly bound, or are you dishonest and dishonorable? Sincerity and authenticity are defined in terms of their types of genuineness. Sincere commitment to roles, or the authentic pursuit of originality. The concept of profilicity is different. It defines identity in terms of a type of selfhood that lies neither in a relational role nor in unique originality, but in a valuable profile. But what is it that makes a profile genuine, true, credible, and therefore valuable? The genuineness of profilicity is true investment. If sincerity means commitment to a role you are born or called into, true investment means living up to a profile you curate. An example is the CV you submit when you apply for a job, or your profile on a dating app. Everyone knows that such profiles are tailored for a specific purpose and addressed to an audience you don't know, the general peer. They are promised identities, images of yourself that you think are seen as attractive. The genuineness of the promise lies in your willingness and capability to both invest and be invested in the profile once you get the job or a match. A few years ago, the German newspaper Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung revealed the Erfolgsgeheimnis, the secret of success, of the three top influencers, Leonie Hanne, Pamela Reif, and Caro Dauer. According to the report, the key to their success is, more than anything else, their authenticity. But this word is a misnomer, at least from a theoretical perspective. The report describes the supposed authenticity like this. The women only accept advertising deals that fit their image. With lots of personal content from their everyday lives, they create closeness so that fans can identify particularly well with the accounts. A clear brand core results in performance promises that the influencers keep. Pamela Reif has workout videos and nutritional tips. Leonie Hanne and Caro Dauer provide insights into trends. A consistent look and feel rounds off the appearances. Clearly, none of the three women is authentic in the sense of developing their inner originality in relation with unique soulmates. Instead, they all engage in virtual self-branding, resulting in a profile synergy with their general peer. The consistent display of a certain look and feel enables their scrollmates to identify with the accounts. The genuineness of the influencers lies, as the report says, in keeping performance promises. They show true investment by spending a lot of time, effort, and resources on an attractive profile that enables their scrollmates to enhance their own sense of self. These scrollmates, in turn, can also show true investment by purchasing the products advertised by the influencers. Another example of true investment is sports fandom. In European football, for instance, clubs are professionally managed brands, attracting millions of members. At frequently staged events, the fans dress up in the branded merchandise and engage in mass rituals. However, none of the fans was born into fandom. Instead, at one point in their life, they more or less randomly chose to identify with one club or another. After this choice, they build up true behavioral and emotional investment, for instance by purchasing merchandise and tickets. Over time, this investment contributes significantly to their sense of self. Fan organizations may describe themselves in terms of traditional sincerity as a family, an army, or even a religion. But these are conceptual misnomers, like the authenticity language with which the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung describes influencers. In a dialectical fashion, the true investment in profiles does inherit elements of sincere commitment to roles and of authentic pursuit of originality. Yet, it clearly differs from both. As opposed to authenticity, there's no emphasis on uniqueness, but on differences between this brand and that, this club or that, this orientation or that. This is to say, differences between profiles. Different from sincerity, there is less Verbindlichkeit or binding boundedness involved. Profiles shift. You are free to change your job, your partner, the influencer you follow, and maybe even your favorite football club if you feel you're no longer truly invested. That was normally not so with your family, your country, or your religion. They were not optional. Profilicity thrives in a hyper-capitalist and highly commodified and accelerated society. Profiles must be dynamic to remain attractive. A keen investor senses when it's time to rearrange the portfolio. A good politician always watches the polls. A smart academic follows the reviewer's advice. There's nothing dishonest or inauthentic in adjusting one's investments. To the contrary, it demonstrates an acute sensitivity for social validation feedback loops and an understanding of the contingency of identity. In profilicity, betrayal of a promise is to lose touch with the preferences and values of the general peer. This is its existential fear.